point. The bright area on the north is developing sunspots beneath it as it turns towards the limb, small coronal holes visible near the end. We also have a return of larger plasma filaments. This set of solar tornadoes stand 4 to 8 Earths tall up into the corona, more coming in on the south as well, and we're back to watching for eruptions after the nice 2-week break with a resting sun. Wanting to show more from the CME of that filament eruption we showed off the far side in yesterday's show, awesome curl to the plasma as it exits the corona. The solar wind is calm, minor intensification is ending and never got into intense plasma pressure range. Earth's magnetic field, relatively calm this morning. Let's get right to the science where hopefully we recall the story about tiny geomagnetic wiggles in the coring from a few months ago, showing how many magnetic reversals exist in the sediment record, but they're harder to see. Today, we've got another Tiny Wiggles article. It has none of the same authors. It seems they are realizing that the regular geomagnetic events don't always show up as anything more than just a little wiggle. Looking back over time and hunting the Heinrich events associated with the half cycles, 2 notes. 1, always great to see multiple events show up and confirm the previous readings, and 2, they claim the Heinrich event number 3 wasn't in there, but I think if you go actually look at the data, you'd have to disagree. It's clearly there in the data, right on time, and we are about due for the next one. The next one on deck in today's news is the critical performance of system magnetic fields in creating the protoplanetary disk. It's not only excellent magnetic universe science, but it's scalable to molecular clouds and the disks of galaxies. And when the magnetic field controls, it's going to thread and ripple the disk around it. Then you've got your current sheet. And so let's take that up to galactic scales. M77, a gorgeous spiral galaxy not unlike our own, one where Sophia has scoped the magnetic fields. But today, we get a critical piece of the interior puzzle. In between the rippling current sheet and the central jet is a torus. This is by far the most amazing shot of a galactic-level torus ring I've ever seen. It's better than most of the ring features they capture around individual stars in the galaxy. The torus likely helps set the wavelength and frequency of the current sheet waves. Quick break for climate science. One of the best ways we knew the models were goofy was when they showed reforesting mid-latitudes would heat the planet, even though deforesting heated the planet, they say. One of the best climate stories of the last decade was the cloud revelations made by Poporato at Princeton. And he's back, proving again the cooling power of clouds and how forests attract clouds, which cool the area. By the way, forests attract clouds electrostatically, and this was another jab to the idea that clouds trap heat and make it warmer. Not on a planet with white clouds, it doesn't. Anyway, last but not least, folks, even with 5 million subscribers, I'm sure it'd be nice to go give Juke some support. Captured the upward bolts and some crazy storm flashes that once again mirror the comments coming in from all of you. I've just showed a fraction of what he got here, much more to see in his video. And let's recall, Earth is a capacitor. The energy that comes in needs to go back out. With Earth's weakening magnetic field, we are taking more cosmic rays and solar wind particles, and Earth needs to discharge those back out from the atmosphere and crustal circuits that have accumulated them. This is why we need to watch the lightning, as it should be intensifying proportionally with the loss of the planetary magnetic field strength.